We break. Getting bread, yeah. We break, getting bread, yeah. We break, getting bread, yeah. One conversation at a time. We break, getting bread, yeah. We break, getting bread, yeah. We break, getting bread, yeah. One conversation at a time.
The Breaking Bread Village.
One conversation at a time.
The Breaking Bread Village.
One conversation at a time.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Breaking Bread Village. Seems like we have a little glitch going on, so I hope that does not continue because I'm really excited to have this conversation today. So I'm going to go ahead and bring on our guests right now because they are pressed for time. They have been talking to people and meeting with people, doing seminars, workshops regarding this Freedom Georgia initiative. So I'm going to go ahead and bring them on right now so they can introduce themselves and we can get started with the conversation. We have Ashley. Hey, welcome.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, welcome. And then we have Renee. Renee, there you go.
Hello, how you doing, everyone?
Well, I'm so excited, as I mentioned to you guys before we went on air, that I'm so excited you guys took the time today to have this conversation. Someone sent me your information, and I was like, oh my goodness, I have to talk to them to see what they are out here doing. So Renee and Ashley are the president and vice president of so, let's see. We're going to go ahead and get started. You guys can go ahead and introduce yourself. Renee, if you want to introduce yourself first, and then Ashley, and then we'll talk about what you guys are doing.
How you doing? I am Renee Walters, president of the Freedom Georgia Initiative.
Awesome. Ashley?
Hi, everybody. I'm Ashley Scott. I am a realtor based in Stonecrest, Georgia. I am the vice president of the Freedom Georgia Initiative, and I helped put together the deal for our 96.71 acres of land.
Yes, let's go ahead and talk about that. Welcome again, you guys. I just want to ask you guys, what is the Freedom Georgia Initiative for people who do not know? Whoever wants to take it.
Okay, I'll take it. Well, the Freedom Georgia Initiative is something that Ashley and myself put together. A post had went viral around the beginning of June about a town being on sale for the cost of a New York apartment. And so I sent it to Ashley because she's a realtor and we just wanted to go check it out. And when we did, we got a chance to meet a lot of different realtors and investors. And we saw what was for sale and it was overpriced, but Ashley went ahead and saw different parcels that was for sale. So we went driving around and we looked at them. And this last piece of land that we landed on, once we got out the car and we was walking, we both said, like, this is it. And we knew that we wanted to purchase that day. And we was like, we can get our friends and family together. And Ashley's like, we can call this place Freedom Georgia. And I was like, definitely.
Wow. So tell me what the mission is. Tell me, and Ashley, if you want to re-say how many acres it is, and then what's the mission of the Freedom Georgia?
Well, we have 96.71 acres of land, and honestly, the mission for us is simple. We're a Black-owned, women-owned, veteran-managed, family-owned LLC. We are a business, and we purchased this land for our family to be able to build retirement homes, vacation homes, and do our own commercial pursuits around mental health and healing. Because we have, our managing partner is a clinical psychologist. We have a part of our collective event planners, artists, musicians, and we wanted to create a place that would be for our family's generational wealth and for the healing of the culture. For the culture, we wanted to create a safe place where we could farm and address food deserts. We wanted to be able to have recreational space where people can bring their RVs, have their family reunions, have weddings, and be able to be Black and proud in a safe space where you can just breathe and not have to worry about a Karen. You know what I mean? Not have to worry about, is somebody going to call the po-po on us today and potentially take our lives because we partying too hard at the cookout, you know? So the Freedom Georgia initiative was birthed around this idea of having a safe haven, a place where we could live thriving with our own families and be able to welcome other Black families to our land to enjoy that experience, whether it be for events and holiday seasons, summer vacations, but a retreat place, because the landscape, this area is absolutely beautiful. The land itself is zoned agricultural, residential, and recreational out there in unincorporated Wilkinson County. And we thought to ourselves, let's build something for ourselves that by extension, Black people will be able to benefit from. We plan on having apprenticeship programs to teach other people how to farm and do vertical farming. We want to be able to teach people how to build their own homes. We have a partnership with Jessica Lewis at shippingliving.com and Mobile Enterprises, where we'll be able to do apprentice programs to teach people how to build shipping home containers. So that's the kind of stuff that we wanted to be able to use this land for. And that's what the Freedom Georgia Initiative is about. And at a larger scale, our goal is to amass enough land adjacent to the land that we purchase to bring, more Black families to the area and eventually become the municipality of the city of Freedom, Georgia.
Awesome. That is very exciting. Wow. It's so interesting because during this time of, political things, with COVID, we've just become a little bit more aware, I think, for some of us, of different things that are ailing the United States, right? And, that are purposely kind of focus on us. So I think that a lot of stuff has been birthed right now where people are birthing all these different ideas and this togetherness where it's like, we have to support ourselves at some point in time, and we have to kind of have some safe spaces. So I appreciate what you guys are doing. So I kind of want to ask you guys, what inspired it? What inspired this idea? Because I'm sure you didn't just get up one day and just say, oh, let's go purchase 96 acres of land. So what inspired it?
Well, I would say everything was sparked during around the George Floyd murder and protesting and everything. I started to get a sense of anxiety when my husband would leave the house because we was just seeing it too much. First it was Ahmaud Arbery, then it was Breonna Taylor, and then we have George Floyd. And Ashley was starting to feel the same way, like a sense of depression. And we're more of like solution oriented. What can we do to fix what's going on within our circle, within our husbands and sons, and how can we protect them? And
Sure.
we was just passing ideas back and forth. And I went home like just feeling defeated, like, oh my gosh, I'm over it. What can we do at this point? And I happened to be going through social media and I saw the post about Toomsboro, a whole city on town for sale. And that's when I sent it to Ashley. And we talked the next day and we was just going over our affirmations and what we were going to do for the day. And we never spoke about it. So I'm like, you didn't get my message I sent you? And so when she looked at it, she was like, oh, we're going. And so they had an open house the following Monday. And like I said, we went, we got a chance to network and meet a lot of different people. And Ashley was like, this is it. I was like, this is it. This is the answer to our problems right here. And we went ahead and moved forward.
That's awesome. That's so inspiring because, I think a lot of times we always have these dreams and visions, right, of things we want to do. But to see you guys actually step out on faith and do that is really good. And it's also really highlights the importance of having a networking group of friends and a networking, just people that you can play ideas off of. And, because with you being a realtor, she's like, look, that's not what I do, but you do it. So go do what you do.
Exactly. That's exactly how it works.
That's right.
Yes. No, that's amazing. So how can someone help with this initiative? If they wanted to help support it, be a part of it. And I know we have some links here, but I want you guys to explain how people can support this initiative.
Well, there's a couple of ways that we can, we're asking for people's support. The very first thing that we're asking people to do is to join the Black Achievement Fund. That's our nonprofit partners. They're 501c3. And when you make your donation there, we're asking you to give a monthly donation of just $9 a month. That's a tax deductible donation, because what we need to do is build economic power. And we give our money away to, Hulu, Netflix, Disney Plus, the water guy, the energy guy, but we're not investing in Black systems that can support what we're trying to build and address our own concerns. So the Black Achievement Fund, we've partnered with them to be able to collect these monthly donations and use that money to be able to build out the Freedom Georgia initiative, to buy more land so that we can offer affordable housing and offer healthcare benefits and farming and food systems and create manufacturing and supply chains. Like, we have to begin to organize not just our Black dollars, but our Black talent. We have so many Black minds. So we want to use this momentum that we have to encourage people to sign on to the Black Achievement Fund, and then indicate the Freedom Georgia initiative when you do, because we are, we're going to be meeting with people. People want to volunteer. People want to come participate in the apprenticeship programs, and being a part of the Black Achievement Fund will give you direct access to whatever it is we're building. Myself, Renee, and our managing partner sit on the board of the Black Achievement Fund. And we're honored to be a part of such an amazing organization that sole goal is to liberate Black folks and to give us the economic power and to take and organize our talent for our own good, to build a world that we can be proud of, and that solves a lot of the disparities and issues that Black folks are having to deal with in today's society. So the Black Achievement Fund, go to that website. If you don't say, you know what, Ashley, that sounds good, I'm not really into joining, paying $9 a month, you can give a one-time donation to the Black Achievement Fund, or you can also go to our GoFundMe page. Our GoFundMe page is building a thriving Black safe haven. That money that we're building and raising there, it's not tax deductible, but what we will be doing is building pavilions and benches and doing like brick campaigns to build fire pits and things, so that when people come to visit the land and they come for family reunions, or they come to just camp out or host their own events, because we do want Black folks and organizations to come talk to us about hosting their own events. We want to lease the land so that you can have your own things. We want to make it hospitable for people. We want to be able to put bathrooms in. We want to put a lake in, and so you can donate there for that. And that's the best way. Either BAF.solutions through the Black Achievement Fund, or through our GoFundMe page.
Okay, awesome. Well, I want to ask you guys, what do you plan for it to look like? Like, what type of I know you said a lake and some fire pits. What else? I mean, you guys are people going to be able to live on the land? Like, is that a part of it? I'm just want to get a clear understanding.
Yeah, so we our families, that 19 families, they are already committed to building their residences on the land, and then we're going to have certain areas of the land designated for commercial ventures that we will lease, but we don't plan to actually have people, to live on the land. You can visit, but you can't live there with us yet. We may talk about how that might change in the future, but when we first brought this plan to our families, it was for our families, and we don't necessarily want to bring strangers onto this land right away. We want to be able to build it into something that is self-sufficient and self-sustaining, and something that helps the community in a meaningful way by allowing Black business owners to come and to run their businesses. And we do have, an idea of maybe having some mixed-use buildings where people can live on the property and have a storefront below it, so that way we can train up new businesses and recycle those businesses, so that once they get their money flowing and they have built up their business, we can then have them transition to other parcels of land, because there is more land in the area that will be available for sale. So what we want to do is have people buy that land that's available in the area, either with their own collective groups or purchasing a plot of land for their own families. So that way we can build enough mass. We have to have at least 640 acres and 200 people living in the area to become an actual city of Freedom, Georgia. And that's our goal. That is our plan of actions, to become a city with our own jurisdiction, with our own fire department and police department. And we have to be strategic in how we do that. Can't do that with just the 93 acres that we had, 96.71 that we have. So we want to take that 96.71 and build something for our families, so that we can then invest in buying more land and helping to helping to create safe havens like this, not just in Georgia, but in states all across the country. That's what we want to do.
Okay. Well, you know what? I'm glad you cleared that up, because sometimes, you know, some of the narratives going out of that, you know, people go live, everybody's coming to live on this land. So I'm glad you cleared that up. But I'm also glad that you made a point to say that it was going to be its own city. That's really interesting for me. So thank you for sharing that. So I wanted to ask you, Renee, and Renee, I know you tired. I know y'all busy and y'all been working and moving and going. So thank you. No, thank you so much. Renee, I want to ask you about the Big Black camp out, because I read about that and I know you guys just had it. So can you tell me a little bit about that?
Yes, it was this past weekend for Labor Day. It was an amazing event. We got a chance to meet people from all over. So many people came from California, Florida,
Oh, wow.
Utah. Shout out to Utah. So many people from Utah giving us love. People from Michigan, North Carolina, South Carolina, New York, Philly, Chicago. They all drove down, and came to camp out with us for 2.5 days. We had empowerment workshops about energy sufficiency, about building, gun safety, health and safety. So many different workshops. So many different performances. We had a lot of DJs and local artists come. It was Ashley's birthday, so we got a chance to celebrate Ashley's birthday. It was an experience. We had a lot of elders come and pay homage and respect to the land and to Ashley and myself, which was like really overwhelming to see your elders paying homage to 2 little girls from big cities that just wanted to be the change that we wanted to see. So it was like, oh my gosh, it was an amazing experience. Like, I'm still just kind of tired and overwhelmed from it, but I can't wait till next year. It's only going to get bigger and better. We have so many things in the works. We got a chance to network with so many different people who is now going to be partnering with us on different things. So it was just an exciting experience. Like, for this to be our first event and it went off, we had a little hiccups, but the public, like, it went off to the public without a hitch, no problems, it was just love and a vibe the whole time we was out there.
Yeah, it was really awesome. It was so awesome. People want us to do a Big Black Camp Out 2.0. So we about to do another one.
Oh, wow.
And we will let everybody know about that soon. It was a really, really great experience. Everybody loved it. Except for, it's always 1 or 2 people. It's always 1 or 2 people. But we had a wonderful time. And I'm really just grateful that so many people came. We even had a press conference. CNN, ABC came out. We did a ribbon cut.
Wow.
It was really amazing.
That's awesome. I wish I would have known early enough. I would have came. I think that's amazing, especially when you mentioned about your elders coming to pay homage and just pay that respect. This is something that some of them have been looking to see, so for you all to be able to do it is probably really beautiful for them. I just wanted to ask you guys about, and I did have a question about, have you guys received any backlash about doing this, and I know it comes with the territory, but I just wanted to know, because sometimes it can get kind of ugly.
We have, but we don't put any light. We don't want to shine any light on the negative. You're gonna have those people out there that just don't like what you're doing. but we've gotten so much love from so many different people, so many different cultures, from everybody. So that's what we want to focus on. We just they all right. They'll be all right. We're gonna they not stopping nothing. We're gonna keep going, keep pushing.
Oh, for sure.
And all the love that we keep receiving, we just thank everybody to just continue to keep pouring it out. Let's not shine light to the negative. It is what it is. We're gonna keep.
And on top of that, we got like the Black sheriff. Shout out to Wilkinson County Sheriff. He came out. He was like, "I support you, ladies. Whatever y'all need, Wilkinson County supports you." Wilkinson County is like a big family. Everybody goes to the same elementary, high school, and middle school, so everybody knows everybody. It's only like 9,000 people in all of the 7 cities that are already there. So the love from Wilco has been awesome. We're so excited to help put Wilco on the map here in Georgia because we're doing something exciting, and people are proud of that because Wilkinson County is a signature county. They're an entrepreneurship-friendly county, and they want to see us thriving and living our best lives. So we're really excited about it.
Yes.
Oh, yes, I agree. You know, negativity comes all the time. I just wonder, you know, if anybody had any fears, you know, because sometimes in today's climate, you know, people can have some fears about, you know, I mean, you know, we know history, right? And we know different things of that nature. So how will you guys do it where, you know, protection or things of that nature? Will you have security or anything like that? Okay. All right.
We're
stay secured.
We ready.
Okay.
We're in the country, first of all. And when you're in Georgia, and especially in the deep country, Black folks, white folks, we all walk around with guns on our hips because we believe in our Second Amendment rights, and it's animals, deers, wild boar. You gotta have a gun on you. You don't know what might run up on you out in the country. It might be a black bear, an alligator, anything can happen and will come. So we stay secure one way or the other. We gotta keep a protection on ourselves at all times.
Yes, no, that's good to hear. Well, good. It gives me a little bit more peace. You know, I'm always thinking, especially in this climate, we got to make sure we protect ourselves. So my last question for you guys, and I'm gonna let you guys go. My question is, why is my computer is really moving slowly? I don't know if it's the weather or what, but what message would you leave for other people that are inspiring, you know, to aspiring? I wrote the wrong thing, to step out on faith like this, you know, like you all have, you know, but are afraid of possible challenges. You know, what kind of inspiration would you give to them in regards to this?
Renee, you want me?
No, I got it. I would just say, change your thinking. Me and Ashley, like, we regular, but we not regular. If we can do it, you can do it too. We put our clothes on the same way you do. You do not have to be rich. You don't have to have like all this fame and fortune to make change. It starts within you. Change your mindset, and everything around you will change. That's pretty much it.
And if I had to add anything, my message is that you all need to buy land. Everybody buy some land. We all need to, especially just like as, you know, just as people in general, we're too far removed from our food. We too far removed from being self-sufficient. And like,
I agree.
Whatever fears that you have, don't let the fears come into play when the rewards will very likely outweigh any of the risks. And by having real legitimate risk assessment and realizing that together in collective groups, we cover each other. We're more powerful when we work together. So instead of being like, oh, I can't do it by myself, I can't find like-minded people, change your mind first. Join some groups. Get to know some people. Take your butt to church. Go join well, you might not just be able to just go join a sorority, but like go do something with some folks that have like-mindedness. You're not gonna meet people that have like-mindedness sitting on your couch yelling at YouTube all day. Like, you have to go and become a part of communities and build relationships and then build covenants with people. Find your tribe and build together, because we are too far removed from this village mentality, and we have to get back to that. So it's easier to step out on faith when you got all your homies with you. And
I agree 120%. I am big on the village mentality, and I also agree with you in regards to securing more sustainability for yourself, and I think if nothing else, COVID has taught us that a lot of people who may have been on the fence, I think now we're seeing how easily things are not available to us, right? So we have to make them available. So I appreciate you guys and what you're doing. I think it's a beautiful thing. And again, I want to make sure people know where they can learn more about the Freedom Georgia Initiative. Have your information here. You guys are on Facebook and also on Instagram and all over. So if people want to invest, we have that information again too. And if anybody needs it, they're not able to see it here, I can get it to you. But I appreciate both you guys, and I know this is tiring, but it's so well worth it. And I love what you guys are doing. And I just encourage you to keep going. So thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you so much. Really appreciate you. Have a great one. Thank you everybody for watching.
Yes. Thank you guys. Take care. Bye-bye. Wow, that was awesome. Okay, so I really appreciated speaking with Renee and Ashley in regards to what they're doing. I am always for people being self-sufficient and driven and doing what they feel they are led to do. So I think that's a beautiful thing. And I encourage anybody that, again, wants to give to them, they can check out their website here, or they can go to their GoFundMe to support it, or reach out and see how you can collaborate or, work together with them. So again, thank you guys. They have seminars that they're doing tonight, this evening. They've had interviews all this morning. They have some right after this. So they are tired. They're worn, but I appreciate them for coming on. So thank you guys for watching. Take care. Have a great day. Bye.